on GC Sports. We're going in tonight here for the the Cup Daytona race here at Daytona International Raceway. Starting out, kicking off season 3 of the Cobra E Racing Series. I'm joined here in the booth tonight by broadcaster Clay. How you doing, Clay?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, so Clay's going to be going to have some info here for us, and is going to be our lead man here tonight. So take it away, Clay, if you got anything.
Yeah, all right. So, of course, we're in our third season here for the Cobra E Racing Cup Series. Just finished up the Xfinity race, which was a great one. Yeah, it's a great race. So go back and check that out later on after this race. I want to get through this starting lineup real quick. On the pole, the 48 of Drunk Fest with the, let's see, it's the 41 of Marini starting in second. The 24 of Big Jim will start third. Blakey T and the 14 will start in the fourth spot. The 19 of Picola Gator will start off fifth. The 18 of GTR Mike will start in the sixth spot. The 1 of JCR Clashin will go ahead and start in the seventh spot. The 42 of Mopowa Celtics will start eighth. The 8 of Taddy will start in ninth. The 9 of Long Live the Sauce will start 10th, with Kelvin in the 2 starting 11th. The 21 of Mike G starting 12th. The 22 of Wasted starting 13th. The 12 of Chewy starting 14th. All Black Bear Racing guys starting together tonight. The 4 of Draven is going to start 15th. The 10 of RJ Smitty will start 16th. Sharp, driving the number 11, will start in 17th. The 20 of Jacob will start 18th. The 3 of Dash for Cash will start 19th. And the 88 of JCR Titans will start in 20th.
Well, there you go. There's our starting lineup tonight.
We can get right into it.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about these teams as the broadcast goes on, but we got to get in here. We're running just a little bit behind.
So we're good to go. Is what you're saying, Clay. Okay. I'm loading in right now, Clay.
As am I. Thought we'd have Brinkerhoff up here in the booth.
I gotta make sure. Hopefully somebody sent Brinkerhoff an invite. I just sent him one, so.
Yeah, here we go. It's Drunk Fest right out here in front. He's got his teammate of Big Jim right there behind him. Already got some lag spikes going on. We've got the 19 of Picola Gator already running in third, and he's got his teammate of GTR Mike right behind him. And then you have the 1 of JCR Clashin, a league rookie, up here in the fifth spot. So what do you have your eye on in this one here, Butters?
Oh, I'll let you know as soon as I'm waiting for my window to load. Here we go. I got my, basically, you know, you can never count out those guys over at Gas Motorsports over there, GTR Mike and Picola and stuff. You know, they're defending champions. They're going to have a strong team. Eclipse team is pretty strong, but if my go-to guy that I'm thinking about looking at this to win, would be thinking GTR Mike. He's pretty strong at plate tracks.
And he's the defending champion, is he not?
He is correct. He's two-time defending champion here at Cobra. So, but he's an awesome plate racer, and so that's my pick. I mean, there's going to be a ton of guys here can win this tonight. But if you're asking me to pick one guy, if I was a betting man, I would have to go with GTR Mike.
And here's the important thing you have to consider with these races: teammates. And GTR Mike has a couple of his buddies on this team that he's raced with for a long, long time now. He's got his buddy Picola Gator as well as Jacob. Butters, you would happen to know about that being part of the GTR guy grouping there.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's a little group of guys, the buddies. We hang out a little bit during the week. All week, we do different things, chit chat and talk about things. But yeah, there's 4 or 5 guys, 6 guys in there. Oh, big.
We got a wreck off. Yeah, big wreck off of turn 2 here. It's started maybe from a stack up. I can't really tell, but it got the one of clashing, and they're really good. And we have our first caution of the evening. Now, you just got through broadcasting the ARCA race for the Cobra E-Racing Series. Did you guys have any cautions over there? I know it was a smaller field. Did y'all have any cautions?
2. We picked up 2 yellows in the third stage. So it looks like we come up with that yellow there. Looks like we got 28 laps left in this stage. So.
And I can confirm that did start with the one of JCR Clash, and he is out of the race. He is calling it a night. Yeah. Must have lagged.
I would have to say it has something to do with the lag. So it looks like we're all lined up here. They're all racked and stacked, and looks like they're ready to fly, Clay.
Were those 2 cautions in the ARCA race stage breaks or actual wrecks?
No, they were actual 2 wrecks.
Man, I'll tell you what, that restart was not a good restart for the 19 of Picola Gator. He started second on that inside lane and would not go, so that's going to stack up the field a little bit more here. And that's going to put, let's see, it's the, trying to get back here to the front. Oh, we have another retirement out of the race. The 3 of Dash for Cash has also called it a night. Not sure if they're experiencing some lag. They are teammates from Venom Racing, and that's not a great start to this race for that Venom Racing team headed up by Aquatati, who is also in this race. He's towards the back of the field, I think, right now in that number 8 Chevrolet. That'll leave him and the 42. That is, who is in the 42? That is Celtics. They are the only 2 Venom guys left in the race.
Oh, that's unfortunate there for those guys there, for Taddy and Venom there. But as you remember also with Cobra, Clay, that only the top 2 drivers from each team scores team points. So they still got 2 horses in the race. So it's a little bit of a disadvantage, but at least they're still in it. As far as collecting some team points.
There is a lot of lag spikes going on here on my end of things at the very least.
Yeah, it looks like that server is not doing any justice out there.
So as we reset here, we still have the 48 of Drunk Fest. He's out front. He started on the pole. He's got his teammate, a Big Jim, right there behind him in second. But a new player has entered the fray. Up in third is RJ Smitty. And we talked during the draft here a couple of weeks ago about this Eclipse racing team, and RJ Smitty is one of the headliners of this team. His other teammates are in the race here too. He's got, let's see, it's Blakey T is on this team, Draven is on this team, and Marini is on this team. So those are his teammates. They're disconnected from him right now, but Smitty is one of the more consistent racers out there, and he's found himself in the 3rd spot here. We got a lot of chaos going on back here in the back of the field. Wow. 3 wide racing. Blakey T's up in the fence.
Clay, I'm
struggling to get to the bottom. Yes.
Clay, I got to step away just for a minute, okay?
All right, sounds good. I got it. So as we regroup here, it looks like everybody's trying to head towards the bottom of the racetrack here. Nobody's really taking any runs right now. We got the 21 of Mike G forcing RJ Smitty out of the way. It's going to move that 21 car up to the 3rd spot. We got the 42 of Mopowa Celtics running that outside lane all by himself. And we see the 22 of Wasted appears to have already lost the draft.
All right, Clay, I'm back.
Ooh, we got the 12 getting up and into the outside wall a little bit there. That's the 12 of Chewy. He's up there with his teammate Kelvin. Looks like they might be falling back to catch Wasted, who lost the pack.
Chewy is a rookie to the Cup Series this year. He's also captain, but he's a rookie to the Cup. He was an Xfinity driver last year.
I have noticed this, and if you wanna get it back there to that 4th place car at 19 of Picola Gator, if you want to put the broadcast on that, take a look behind the 19. He has his teammates all behind him. The 11 of Sharp, the 18 of Mike, and the 20 of Jacob, all in line right there behind him.
Yeah.
Already getting going.
Yep, so yeah, look out for those guys. They're going to link up. You got 4 guys all on a team, and you got 3 cars in front of them, so be interested to see if they are at a party with any of these other teams to see if they're willing to work together to make a run there towards the top.
It is worth noting that the 88 of JCR Titans did not start this race, so that leaves 3 Lost in the Sauce Motorsports guys, and 2 of those guys are actually pacing the field right now. The 48 of Drunk and the 24 of Big Jim. Their teammate and owner, GTR Long Live the Sauce, is a little bit further back here in the pack, driving that number 9. We had a change for the lead as the 48 of Drunkfest went up and out, and he's back to 4th now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting this year. It's gonna take. You got a pretty good handle on it, Clay. Kudos to you, but yeah, it's gonna take me a couple races to get these guys all figured out in these new cars and which different cars. I had them all dialed in last year, but most of these guys are all in different rides and different manufacturers, so. On my part, bear with me a little bit. Eventually I'll nail these guys down where I can recognize them just off their cars. But yeah, it looks like Big Jim's got the lead as of right now. See?
Yeah, there was a huge stack up in the back of the field. Oh, and we have another one out of the race. It's the 10 of RJ Smitty. We were just talking about him earlier. Did we get him with the commentator's curse?
Yeah. You know how that works. Yeah.
We do have a top lane forming, though. It's Black Bear Racing, as well as the 41 of Marini from Eclipse. It's 4 cars up on that outside lane. They're making a move to the front here. Here they come. Led by the 2 of Kelvin. They took advantage of these top guys not really being connected. You know, the top 3 that were nose to tail, but after that, the 48 of Drunkfest, maybe in an attempt to save a little bit, not on the back of the 19 there in position 3. And here they go. They're going to go all the way around him. Send the Fords to the front. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow, they did. Yeah, they pulled off that pass. So that's great work there by them. Oh, another car into the wall.
It's the 9 of Sauce. He goes around, and it's a single car spin. He is in a lot of trouble there. And I'll tell you, I was just riding on board with a 42 of Mopowa Celtics, who happened to have lost the draft as well. And it's tough. He's all by himself, and he'll have to wait out the stage here.
Yeah, that's the one thing, with the good thing they have stages here. I know it's a tough break when you lose the draft, and it's kind of boring, but you just got to stick it out. And like I said, they'll be all grouped up again here once it comes at the end of the stage.
There is a serious amount of damage to the front of that number 9 for Sauce.
Yeah, I'm not sure where exactly that. I mean, I know there's the glitches out there somewhere, but I don't know. Is that maybe something he hit? I don't know where he was on the track when that.
I'm not quite sure what happened.
Because I seen him hit the wall. I mean, he shot like right up to the wall, like he had no control.
You talked about it being really lonely for guys like the 42 of Celtics and the 9 of Sauce, but I'll tell you who else it's lonely for is it's that 8 of Aqua Tatty. He is all by himself. His teammate of Celtics already lost the draft. His other 2 teammates blew motors and called it a night, and he's all by himself in the draft with no help. He's still going to take runs all by himself here, though, see if he can make up any positions. He loves doing that.
Right, Taddy is he loves the high side. He's always talking about guys work with him, get up there and let's run the high side. He would run if he had guys committed to him the whole race, I believe he'd run up on that top lane the whole race.
Oh, just saw Chewy get shoved out of the way by Jim. He opened up that bottom lane just a little bit, and there he goes. He is dropping to the back. Oh, Taddy's going to put the 12 in the wall. We also have some troubles going on for the 20 of GTR Jacob. He's going to go ahead and lose the draft here. That was a huge stack up that just didn't work.
Yeah, that looked like Taddy sent that 3 wide. It looked like he had a hell of a run coming off the corner there. He had GTR Mike to his inside, and whoever you were mentioning there that got into the wall, he was on the outside of him. But it looks like he just had a big run there, and he had a little hole, and he tried to take it. It didn't work out for one gentleman, but
and that 9 is damaged so badly that they're about to put him a lap down.
I'm trying to catch what... I know there's got to be under 10 laps left in this stage.
Yeah, that'd be good. I did notice the 14 of Blakey T, he also has lost the draft. He's back there with Chewy. They're just off this lead pack. They're going to have quite the run. Oh, we have a shakeup here at the front. A lot going on here already.
Yeah, if I was a guess, Clay, I'd say there's 5-6 laps left in this stage.
I guess we'll find out here real soon.
I'm going off Taddy's stream, and I believe when he had that last lap, he put fuel. There was like a 6-lap difference.
I'll tell you what, I'm not really sure what happened up there at the front, but what's resulted is Marini pushing Wasted way out in front of the field. He looks to be geared up to push tonight. And they are not teammates. That's important to note. Here comes the run from the outside lane, though. Let's take a look and see. Jim's going to slot down in front of Kelvin there.
Yeah, it looks like you got 19 of P. Cola up top with that 48 of, who would that be? Drunkfest, right?
Yes, 48 of Drunkfest. And we talked about it earlier, close to the top of the broadcast, that, teammates are so incredibly important here on the super speedways, but at some point in the race, your friends are where you find them.
Well, good evening, gentlemen.
Well, good evening,
Hey,
Brink.
there
Welcome
we're
into the
joined by
broadcast.
Mr. Brink. How you doing, sir?
Sorry for my tardiness.
No, you're all good. I'm hoping
The
you
only
got the
thing about
invite
it-
that I sent you to join. Did you get that?
Yeah, I'm already in the Fanatec stream.
Perfect. Well, take
The
it
only
away,
downside
boys.
to being tardy is the fact that you've missed quite the race so far. We've had some lag outs, we've had some wrecks, we've had changes for the lead. It's crazy. Wasted's up at the front, so that's probably pretty crazy. But
Yeah, it's looking like our server ain't I think we got these guys lagging out. I don't think it's on their end. 'Cause these guys are getting pretty jumpy out there.
So here's to catch you up to speed. We've already had a caution for a big wreck that happened after the 1 of JCR Clashin got up and into the field and immediately lagged out of the race. So the 1 is out. We also had the 3 of Dash for Cash blow an engine and call it a night. 2 of the Venom guys are done. And we also had the 10 of RJ Smitty lag out there, Brink. So 3 lag outs so far. We've got the 9 of Long Live the Sauce that's lost the draft. We've got the 42 of Celtics that's lost the draft. We have the 12 of Chewy. He's lost the draft. He's back here with Blakey T. For whatever reason, they're racing side by side. Not really sure what they're doing there. But...
They're on 7 to go, by the way.
So you've definitely missed it. The 20 of GTR Jacob, he's also lost the draft. So it's been absolute chaos.
Well, dang. All right. So I'm just getting into trade. I don't know where the camera is right now for you guys, but I'm watching it. Mike Marini, who's leading right now in the
Marini.
41 car. He qualified near the front, and he's still up there, so that's good. Drunk Fest was on the pole. He looks like he's dropped back a little bit. But
he's been up and down the field. Marini has.
I think I heard you say it when I came in. You're talking about friends. This is the track you need the most friends, and yes, racing is a skill, but when you come to these 2.5 mile tracks, these high bankings, 200 mile an hour, down the backstretch, you can't do anything on your own. The old adage, we've talked about it forever. You see the 48 going up, he's got a whole line going with him. And we were doing this in the ARCA race. We had a small field, but we had 3 and 3 at one point, side by side, and that's how we were racing side by side. But as soon as somebody got out of line, well, the line that was still together was the one that was going to move. And now at a larger scale, you're going to see that here. You got 2 guys up high, the 19 and the 48. He's getting back in line now, the 48.
And I'll tell you what, based on what I've seen from this Cup race so far, and these guys just absolutely going at it, this might be a testament to our Xfinity guys. And I don't want to, again, don't want to brag on myself, but the Xfinity race was super clean. I mean, there were guys that lost the draft and some single car spins maybe here and there, but it was so silky smooth on the Xfinity side tonight.
Well, the Cup guys, you got 20 guys, they all know they're good. So it was kind of the point of the draft, right? You had the confidence if you were drafted. You are a top-notch competitor in this league, a league that had, about 60 or so competitors sign up. And with 20, a max of 20 in the Cup field, every one of these guys knows they're a winning, capable driver. They're going to take some chances because you have to when you have this level of competition to race against.
I do know for a fact that we had 18. Okay, so we had 18 in Xfinity, but we also had 18 in Cup. The 2 missing from Cup were the 4 of Draven, as well as the 88 of JCR Titans.
Excuse me.
So Draven did not make the race tonight.
Now do they get points? Here comes Long on the Sauce is diving out of the way. He's gonna
have to bid.
Clay, I'm gonna have to correct you on that. I'm riding around with the number 4 Draven right now on the track.
Are you?
Yep, he's driving the number 4. Yep, he's running in the top 10, I believe, or just. I
must have just missed him. So I owe that 4 an apology. That would make 19 of the 20 in the field tonight.
Taddy's losing the draft. He had the draft. He's losing it now, though.
Yeah, he might still have it. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, he's trying to take. He does still have it a little bit. He's catching up.
Yeah, he's got it.
He was pretty far back there.
Yeah, he barely hung on to that. He was very There
he comes, speeding right up to the high line.
Yeah, he's trying to get that run again.
No help, though. Nobody pulls out in front of him. Nobody's coming behind him. I'll have to get right in behind the 4.
We got a big side draft for the race lead. Side by side, the 41 and 24. Oh!
Chevy.
Ooh, the 41 got into the 24 just a little bit there. Set him up the racetrack. Whale of a job by the 24 to keep it in line. Got some action starting at the back. The 24 is going to use another run. Here we go.
He's got no help, though. There's nobody coming behind him. The 22 is going to stay with the Ford, it looks like. These are slider setups, so everyone's running the same basic setup. You can change your slider bar, which basically means you're changing your track bar. You can loosen it, tighten it on the wedge. You got your tire pressures, and of course filling it with fuel, fixing damage. Tape, put on tape, take it off. But that's it. These guys are fairly even. So
I want y'all to have a look at this 4 and 8 making their way up. Now they just lost it off the corner, but They were up towards the 5th spot. Oh, and the 24 gets shuffled out just like that.
Yeah, nobody wants to work with Big Jim. He's a winner. He wins a lot. He almost won the championship last year. No one's trying to help Brad Pitt. You know what I mean?
Ooh, but here's a development. We've got the Black Bear guys.
Oh, 3 wide.
Ooh.
I don't know how they got 3 wide, but they are 3 wide.
Is this the final lap? This might be the final lap.
Yeah,
Marini gonna have it.
Yep, Marini, Jim, the 18, and then I think the 3. Is that the 3 up there?
No, the 3 is out of the race. It's the 2. It's either the 2,
the 2.
the 4, or the
The
19 got it there. What a finish in this stage. That came up out of nowhere, gentlemen.
Gator Mike's in the 18. The 2 is Kelvin, TK 270 Kelvin. Yeah, I think he got 3rd or 4th. I think he was 3rd. I think he got 3rd.
Interesting run there when they were all.
Oh, Gator Mike got 3rd. Sorry to cut you off.
When they were all piled up there, not piled up, but when they were all grouped together coming down, Taddy actually made a run there through the middle there and ended up finishing 7th in that stage. So he made a few spots up there in about 1,000 feet.
All right, so get ready for stage 2. Fresh tires, fill it with fuel. Got to have your setup all in by now. So if this is how you want your car to be, this is how it's going to be. Daytona 250, Cobra Kai, let's go. Oh, we're right
they're
at the
already
start.
stacked up.
Somebody
happened.
didn't go,
Somebody
or
didn't
controller
go.
died. So we'll be back under yellow here.
It looks like Chewy bouncing around there. I don't know what happened there.
I did see the
Chewy
12 around, but I
got
don't know how it started.
22 of Wasted involved, the 14 of Blakey T. Trying to catch who else.
Don't take
The
fuel this
42 of Celtics, the 9 of Sauce, maybe. Did somebody just... That reminds me of... Who was it that did that in the Cup Series in real life? It was at Daytona. Was it McDowell that turned Boyer into the infield on a restart?
Well, I don't know.
When was that?
Not sure. I think I know what you're talking about, Clay, but I'm not sure what you. That was a couple years back, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Obviously,
it was recent,
All right,
and
so
it caught a bunch of people up.
Mike Marini is leading them to the line. That's Gator Mike on the outside.
All Mike's on the front row here as we're back to green after our third caution of the day. Third caution of the day.
Yeah, you just watch like GTR Mike and those guys over there at Gas. They'll hang out most of the race and then they'll make that run. That's why I kind of went with that number 18 as my race winner. But yeah.
If I'm making a pick, I was gonna say if I'm making a pick, I was gonna choose the 48.
The 48 was your pole sitter in this race, so I don't think that's a bad pick at all.
And he's also
I'm going to go with this. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Clay. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's okay. I was going to go with the guy that's just rim riding this racetrack and making his way to the front, the 8 of Aquatati. He might not have any teammates with him, but he's going to take any run he can get. He is really talented on the super speedways, and I got to go with that 8. He looks super quick already, so if he can get that right push, I think he can do it.
Yeah,
there is another guy looking up there. He's on the high side right now, but he's falling back. He's got not enough help. But the 9 of Long Live the Sauce, he just won on Tuesday night in another league, a very tough league, the UC Sports League, and he won his first Cup event in that league. So he's on cloud 9 this week, and he's pretty pumped. If you hear him in the chat, so I think Long Live the Sauce is another strong choice to win.
I could be wrong, but the 9 might be a lap down right now. He might have been 2 laps down after the end of that stage, after receiving some heavy damage. At most, he's a lap down as of right now, but he might have gotten back on the lead lap. Speaking of race winners, though, as we were making our picks midway through the race, last year's winner, to note, is not in this race. He actually just got through running the Xfinity race where he finished 3rd. But Higgy won this race last year, and he is in the Xfinity series now due to his obligations off the racetrack. But he finished 3rd in the Xfinity race tonight.
Yeah, I just want to point out, just a quick note, that 48 of Drunk Fest. You know, he's the defending Xfinity champion here coming up from last year. So yeah, it's like I said, once again, congratulations to Drunk Fest on his championship last year. But yeah, he's running up front there with those guys. So very talented up there. Just wanted to make that note.
Trying to go for the lead, pushing the 21 now.
Got the teammates side by side there for a second.
Mike G in the Wood Brothers colors. I like it.
I am very, very surprised with the 48 not jumping down there in front of its teammate. We got a big run coming. Here comes that 19 of Picola. Let's not forget that. Oh, we got a car around on the front straightaway.
Yeah, Marini almost went up into Picola. It wasn't quite clear, and he tried to move up behind Big Jim.
Yeah, it's the 4 of Draven. I'm not quite sure what happened, but that's going to result in him losing the draft.
Stage 2, he should be able to catch back up.
But right before that, we were looking at the 19 coming up through the field. You see who that was glued to him? It was the 8 of Taddy, and here he comes with Celtics to the bottom of the racetrack.
And I guess who's coming on the bottom, man? There he is, Taddy. Here. Change lanes, and here he comes. He's going to fight for the lead.
He's got his teammate of Celtics right there behind him. He needed that. Celtics lost the draft there in that last stage, but just like that, he's found his way back up inside the top 5 here.
It was close, but he did lead that last lap, by the way.
Here comes that run back from the outside lane. You got 3 separate manufacturers, a Ford, a Chevy, and a Toyota, working that outside lane. Will anybody go up there to give them some help? No way, everybody says.
I kind of thought the 18 might have jumped up there and got behind his teammate, but he's staying on the bottom line.
He's got his other teammate in front of him that he doesn't want to leave, it doesn't look like.
Oh, the 2 of them. I didn't even notice the 20. You're right. The 2 of them could jump up there and follow the 19. Maybe they should let the 19 in their line and then let the 21 and 48 just fall even further back. Or 24, sorry.
They're hanging tough there on that outside lane. They've got only 3 cars in their pack, but they are...
Right, 3 cars can work. We've seen it before. 3 cars can kind of keep... Once you get more than 3 cars, the strength, the difference in strength becomes a little less, if you will. But from 2 to 3, the difference is great. But 3 cars can kind of hang. That's why if the 19 did just jump down, say, in between the 20 and the 18, or just in front of the 20 where he almost has a lane, you're going to see the 20 with the 20. And right now, the 19 gets in front of the 20. Now these 2 cars, they're going to, the 24 got in too.
Wow.
Somebody was being a nice guy there. But now the 21 of Mike G, he's gonna lose out completely on this.
And I'm going to tell you what, the 24 barely made that work in front of the 19. Wow.
You got an 18-foot car and a 17.5-foot hole.
You know what? I'm gonna say that I feel like I know what's going on here, because on the Xfinity side of things, I am on Lost in the Sauce Motorsports. I believe the Hendrick Motorsports cars are in the same chat as the JGR cars. I believe they have a partnership worked out here. So that would be Gorilla Autosport and Lost in the Sauce Motorsports. That's why you keep seeing the Chevys and the Toyotas working together. They're in the same chat. And Brink, you might call that a tactical maneuver there for Sauce and his team. You know, they're down a man tonight. Titans did not make the race, and so it's just Jim, Drunkfest, and Sauce himself. So better to go 7 instead of 3, especially when most other teams here have 4. When every other team here has 4.
Yeah, so there's a disadvantage for shorts, because then we're able to team up the 2 teams.
Although I will say Eclipse is down to 3, and you have Venom that's down to 2 now with the lagouts.
It is still unconfirmed whether or not Long Live the Sauce is on the lead lap or not. I want to throw that out there because we really need to find out.
I'm not 100% sure. If he isn't, he's in great shape to put himself back on the lead lap. He cannot find himself in any more trouble, though, that is for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if any one of you guys are able to bring up the GC broadcast on YouTube. I see guys making comments on there, but I got Caddy's stream up on my phone, so I don't know if there's anybody's. You got Caddy's?
Yeah.
Okay, then you take that, and I will jump over to the.
Okay.
And I'll just see what we got going on for comments.
See Dencade in there. See some other folks in here too that I'm not quite recognizing right off the bat. A lot of rooting for Taddy here, though. Of course, we are broadcasting here on GC Sports. He is the league owner of GC Sports. However, believe we just had a change for the race lead, and we've got a ridiculous move here. Two cars coming all the way from the back. Chewy and Kelvin have asserted themselves.
And bypassed two of their other teammates, the 22 and the 21, when doing so.
That makes me wonder if the rest of the field is saving.
Wait, is the field maybe catching up to them? Are you sure they came up through the field?
They came up through the field. I saw them at the back of the field.
They're just running the high line, the two of them by themselves.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting how they're holding that up there. They're still holding it up there.
Ah. Good to see you there, Ed, though.
Chewy went down, left his teammate. Wow, completely left his teammate out to dry. I mean, he tries to go back up there, but if he does that, he's still trying to hold on to the lead, so... Chewy's in a tough spot. He put himself in a tough spot. Do I help my teammate? Do I stay in the front of the lead? Here he goes back up high. Aquatati back out in front. Mo Power Celtics in second now. Here comes the 41 of Mike Marini.
Wow, they have a shot to get down in front of Wasted there, their teammate, and they're going to choose to stay up there.
Yeah, and Wasted's not trying to come up with them.
What is going on here?
That's why I thought maybe they were a lap down and they were staying out of the way.
I don't think they're a lap down. I just saw them roll up through the field.
Yeah. I mean, they're losing, but it's not a great deal. They're still in the top 5.
One name that I'm surprised that I'm not seeing at the front of the field is that 14 of Blakey T. He's hanging out at the back. Don't know if he's saving. Ooh, we got major lag spikes going on here on my end.
We have a lot of talented guys here, but this is super speedway racing, and it's not the kind of racing that guys can showcase certain talents that they might have.
Look at that. Here comes the 12 and the 2 again. I don't know how they're getting these runs.
Guys, I'll have to take 1 minute. I'll be right back.
What are your observations as of right now, Butters?
Yeah, I'm noticing here. I got the camera on I'm riding along with Mo Power Celtics, so I'm catching that run there from Chewy and Kelvin. So yeah, it's interesting how strong they can run up there. Just the two of them, the runs that they are getting up top. Just the two of them. And they're actually pulling side by side there with the leaders.
You know what? I know we have the 12 and the 2 mixing it up here a little bit up at the front with the 8 and the 42, but is this the calm before the storm? We saw how crazy the end of the first stage was. I don't think we're quite close to the end of stage 2 just yet, Might be more like halfway. But is this the calm before the storm?
Well, of course, like I said, it's been it's a staple in this league. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but when we hit stage 3, all bets are off because these boys let loose. There's no work. I mean, you know what I mean? It's on.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm looking at this right now. There is no way that the 12 and the 2 are saving. I have to believe the rest of the field is saving. Look how far the 12 and the 2 are out in front of this pack here. They're not saving anything.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Them other guys, the rest of the field can't be pushing as hard as those 2 are.
I'm thinking the rest of the field's running about half throttle. Taddy just got left out to dry by the 42. I'm not really sure what happened there, unless the 42 has a radio transmission from his teammate saying, "Hey man, need you to lead here. I'm getting lower on fuel. Need to save a little bit."
I would guess it's exactly what's happened. They flip-flop so Taddy could save some more fuel.
But it's the 12 and the 2, the Ford Power pacing the field here so far. How close are we to the end of the second stage here?
Clay, actually, I'm not sure because I switched over to GC broadcast and Brink had Taddy's stream up.
All right, I'll catch that. Yeah, Brink, what lap are we on? Oh, the 12 got shoved out. To the back goes the 12 of Chewy.
Hang on to her, 12. Find a hole.
They're getting racy, ain't they?
He's going to lose the draft for sure now. That was quite the move. Let me go on board with the 12 real quick.
7 or seconds after they cross the line, I'll tell you what lap it is.
Seven to go. Bold strategy here by the 12 of Chewy, pitting by himself.
Oh my goodness. Chewy's making a couple of questionable decisions in this stage.
Although what it will do is it will put him at the front of the field, crucially, as long as he can stay on the lead lap. Crucially, it should put him at the front of the field for the start of the final stage.
But with 7 to go, you think he can stay on the lead lap runner by himself? Like, they're catching the 19 and the 24, they said, didn't they?
No, the 24 is the race leader.
Oh, okay. I thought they were out front, so it was like they were.
But there is a car out there in front of Big Jim there. I'm not sure who it is.
It's just a 4?
Okay. Yeah, they're running him down like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, he lost the draft earlier in the stage, if you guys remember correctly.
So we got 6 to go now, by the way. 5 at the line. The 11 trying to get a little draft.
Whoa, look at Sharp going all the way through the middle.
That was not a bad move, and that got him in position side by side with 24 now for the lead. And now he can take the 4, maybe get a hop to him and give him another boost, but the 11's going to be out in front. Can he get out in front? He does!
How about Sharp making that move work around the outside of his teammate as well as the 24? They're all in the same chat, I believe. But what a power move by Sharp.
Makes you wonder if he let the 11 get down in front of him, actually. But now the top 3 or 4 are kind of breaking away. I don't know what happened. There was contact or something. 4 to go.
People are using this 4. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Mike coming up through the field here. He's got onto the back of the 4 car, who is a lap down, but...
Use them, right? Use them. If he's willing to work it, use them.
Exactly what Sharp just did. Although it looks like Sharp had better luck with it than Mike's did. There's the 12 up ahead of him, by the way.
What we're going to have right here at the very end of this stage is we're going to have quite the battle here for the lucky dog between the 4 and the 12.
That was 4 to go, by the way. So yeah, they're going to catch
the way back.
He's going to lose a lap. That was, I mean, you could pit up to 3 laps to go. Why not just wait till then?
Here's what I crucially want to follow is can Chewy stay ahead of the 4 of Draven?
He's going to try. I'm on the 42 car on board so I can see what happens ahead of him. I feel like the 12 is about to throw a block.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to try to get to these guys.
Right there, yeah, there it is. He's out in front. Make the 11 draft off of him. Can they go around him? He moves up high. All right. He got out of the way. Now the 42 is going to go in between them.
This is bad news for the 4 of Draven. He's not going to get his lap back at this rate. However, the 12, if he can stay with this draft, he'll have it. But if he cannot keep the draft with this top 4, then that 4 is going to have a shot. How many to go? Is this 2 at the line?
That's 2 to go. It looks like he's going to be just fine now. Just caught up to the 42.
Yeah, that's definitely trouble for the 4 of Draven. He is not going to get his lap back.
Not as the things stand right now.
Oh my goodness, look at the move from the 18 of Mike. Wow.
I don't know the leaders. I didn't see that. Aquatati's dropping back, though. Way back on that second pack. Big Jim was already way back as well.
Big Jim's in the 24. You're thinking of the 48 of Drunk Fist.
Yeah, Big Jim in the 48. We're already in the back of the pack. Now Tatty's at the very back of it.
We got Big Jim up here in the front pack. He's in the 24. He's in second behind Sharp. This is the final lap of the stage, though.
Yeah, this is the final lap. I'm sorry. I thought I saw the 24 with the 48.
And here comes the 42 of Celtics. He's got no help. Wow.
The 12 could have just went with him, but did not. I guess he'll pass him.
Oh, the 11.
Big Jim's going to try and go on the high side, but no help. You might even lose second to the 19. That's tough to do.
No, he got the 24. The 24 got him at the line.
I mean, that's a tough move to try to make when you had no teammates, you had no assistance whatsoever. But he still managed to keep second place. Daddy, who we thought might have won this stage at one point, ended up 13th.
Did he run out of fuel?
No, he just lost the draft at the very end. He got shuffled out and he lost the draft.
He didn't have a teammate with him. His teammate almost made a move to win that stage if the 12 would have helped him out.
Well, stage 3 coming up, and we're going to have about 34 laps to go, I want to say. They have 36 listed on their pit stall, so at least 2 laps under yellow.
Oh, I have another retirement to report, guys. The 22 of Wasted is done for the night.
That means Penske's down to 3 cars.
That's correct.
Black Bear Racing.
Oh, the 4 of Draven does not get going. That's going to cause the 2 of Kelvin to lose the draft. Just like that.
Now the Penske car is Black Bear's down to 2. And the 4 is still a lap down, presumably.
Yes, we presume that 4 is a lap down. We got shuffling all around here at the front of the field.
Going for the lead right on the onset, and Sharp's going to lose it to him. Sharp was out on the boat in the middle of the Gulf of
tried
Mexico.
to shove the middle there on the 42, and it didn't work.
Well, the 42 and the 14 holding strong right now, decently strong. I think they're going to start dropping back here. And oh, by the way, if Long Live the Sauce is on the lead lap, which I guess we should have found that out by now, he's hanging behind his teammate in the 48, so they can catch up there and get the Big Jim. You'll have everybody else going to have a problem on their hands.
I'd have to think that Sauce is back on the lead lap by this point. No way he went more than 2 laps down, and he would have gotten a lap back from one of those cautions as well. He should have gotten one from a stage break. He wouldn't have gotten this one. That one would have went to Chewy, but I believe he's back on the lead lap.
Well, there goes Tatty on the high side.
What he's going to find, though, is it's going to stall coming off the corner.
Yeah, he's not quite going to find a hole here.
Oh,
Oh, yellow.
see a car
my
down on the apron.
goodness. That was the 20 of Jacob, and what a save.
That was quite the save for him to be able to gather that car up and then actually get back find a hole to get back in line with these guys.
Y'all, I think we're in for quite the finish here tonight. As long as these guys stay together, we're going to have quite the finish.
Looks like we're getting a high line starting to form as the 12 caught the draft behind. Looked like Big Jim and Aquatati. Now the 48 moved up. Long Live the Sauce did not. He left his teammate up there while he runs the low side. Looks like the 48 will get behind him again. This is all back in the pack stuff, though.
Yeah, this is stage 3, boys. Just remember, these guys are probably all bets are off, and business is about to pick up.
I'm curious what it is that kicked Marini outside of the top 10. He was dominating the early stages of this race. He won the first stage, in fact. Now he's outside the top 10, running there behind Jim.
Yeah, Big Jim got shuffled back here pretty quickly, too.
Bottom lane stacking up. That's going to open up a lane. Ooh, the 11 goes up high, and he's going to back out of the lead. Send the 19 of Picola to the race lead.
So the 11, he's on a boat in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico and could definitely be suffering from lag issues, which may have been the reason for that, to get out of line. You can't really have the whole field follow you if you're lagging like that.
So that's our leader, Picola Gator, leading right now in that number 19. He's looking for that victory. He went, just a side note, last year, a whole season too, he went a whole season without a race win in this league, and that's very rare for Picola. If anybody out there knows how Picola is, I mean, that's very rare. So let's say something for our league, but on the opposite side of it, he had the most top 5 finishes though also last year. So
Consistency.
You know what, yo? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the 11 was a lag issue because the 19 just did the same thing.
Maybe they're saving fuel.
Perhaps.
By the way, another note on Picola Gator: he still hasn't won a race in midnight.
Wow.
Good one, Brink. That's a good one.
You know, since we have you up here with us, Butters, you're the owner of Cobra here. I don't think you've gotten to see the Xfinity race back yet. You were streaming ARCA, but what do you think so far on the opening night of season 3?
Well, so far
what do you
so
think about
good.
the racing?
It's so far so good. I believe the racing is, like as deep as these guys are as talent-wise. I mean, so far. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I'm very excited. It's been a very exciting race to watch so far. But like I said, like I've said a million times, it gets down to the end. Most of the time, it's going to turn into either some guys losing their tempers and all. But hopefully, they can hang on to keep their heads and finish this out strong. But so far, yeah, totally impressed with this. And I know I want to just say, a co-owner Chase. GTR Chase Beatty, unfortunately, he works nights now. He's on a night shift, but he's probably watching this stream, so I'm sure he's pretty wild, cranked up and excited to be watching this also.
Yeah, his team's not had great fortune other than Marini. Marini, of course, won the first stage. He started up at the front. He's done real well. Blakey T hasn't really been able to find his footing tonight. Draven's lost the draft a couple of times here. And Smitty is out of the race, so it's been a tough night for that Eclipse E-Racing team. However, on the Xfinity side of things, he did pick up a win with Mopao and Nuka, claiming the first Xfinity win of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be, and just like I said, it's going to be unfortunate for me to do it. Not saying in a bad way, broadcasting the ARCA guys. I'm going to be one of those guys that are going to have to just go back and watch the Xfinity stream. I am not going to be able to watch anything live, but compared to what you said, Clay, it seemed like it was a pretty strong and good race too.
It was. And I'm going to tell you what, he just lost the lead, and I was getting ready to talk about him till he just lost the lead here to Chewy and the remaining Venom guys. But I want to mention this 20, GTR Jacob. He's a quiet guy. He goes about his business really, really super quiet. Oh, the 12 puts the 8 in the wall.
Yeah, the 12 is way down on the apron now. Way down on the apron. So far down on the... Is he stopping?
I'm not sure, but what I was talking about, the 20 of Jacob, he goes about his business. He's a rather quiet guy most of the time. He just keeps his foot in it, doesn't talk much, doesn't get worked up. Running there in that second spot. He was leading that bottom lane here just a few laps ago. And he's just keeping with it. He had a bit of a down year last year, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm hoping he comes back strong this year. He had one rough season last year in season 2, but you know what? He's hung with it. He didn't give up on the league, or anything. But yeah, like I said, he's a quiet guy, great guy, and hopefully he has a better season this year.
Chewy is still in this race. He's all by himself. As a matter of fact, he has lost Kelvin and Draven at this point. He's farther back from them as well.
He do a complete stop in turn 1 before rejoining the track. I don't know, he was being safe, but I mean, he had time to just blend back up behind the pack, I felt. But I don't know, I'm not on board with him, so I don't know how that all went down for him, honestly.
But as of right now, we have a league rookie, the 42 of Mopowa Celtics. He is pacing the field right now for Venom Racing, a guy that Taddy brought over from GC. So a lot of you folks in the chat that race here in GC may know Mopowa Celtics and race with him on a regular basis. He's pacing the field here in the Cobra E-Racing Cup Series.
Your boy Blakey T's up to 5th, by the way.
Well, Blakey T's sticking with it. It must be go time at this point.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, is, we talk a little bit about, the guys that have the GTR in them.
Well, now the 18 gets out of line. Sorry.
No, you're fine, Brent. Call it.
Well, the 18, he came out of turn 4, just wiggled. Nobody touched him. I don't think the 14 touched him.
I don't believe he did either.
But now the 14's in 4th. The 18 got back in line just in front of Aquatati, so they just swapped positions real quick. But that was real sudden.
So yeah, going back, I was just going to say, we got a group of guys who have the GTR in front of them. And now also this year, for the first time, there's another group out there that has a bunch of buddies or whatever that run with the Mopower moniker. And there's some JCRs, another group of guys. And there's a few of them that have joined Cobra this year. So it's going to be interesting. I like a little bit of rivalries. Like I said, it's going to be other than rivalries on our normal drivers out there, but if we get some more of these guys in here, like I'm always looking forward to maybe these more Mopowa guys to show up. I know there's one running in the Xfinity series, and then there's a group of guys. Is there 2 in the Xfinity series?
Nuka and NRG.
Yep, and then you got the JCR guys. There's a few of those guys that joined, so hopefully more of them guys want to join to get in. I'd be totally stoked, to see these guys that run with these monikers in front of their names. Have some rivalries out there.
Speaking of the Mopowa guys on the Xfinity side, the Mopowa duo of NRG and Nuka, Nuka and NRG, finished 1-2 tonight. They're not teammates on Xfinity, but they are affiliated with each other using that Mopowa moniker. But they finished 1-2.
But it looks like we have some strategy going on here. The top 3 or 4 cars keep running the high side. They actually got jumbled up for a moment there, where the 42 lost the lead to the 20, and the 21 Mike G ended up in between them. The 14 to Blakey T wasn't able to maintain a spot in 3rd there, but I don't know. The 20 and the 42 look like they're doing something together, and Mike G might be taking a ride along with them. They're all in line now, but just for a couple laps there, they were running the high side into turn 3. And as a matter of fact, when Jacob was kind of on the high side and tried to keep the high side from the straightaway to turn 3, you can see he almost touched the wall. He was pretty tight getting in there, and then the 42 and the 21 were joining him on the high line. Here comes Aquatati on the high line now.
He's coming to catch up to his teammate there in the 42. Yeah, here comes here's your next big shakeup in the field. The 20 goes up with the 42.
Blakey T goes low with his Ford teammate. Not really teammates, but they're both Fords. Pushing Mike G in the 21. That's going to give Mike G the lead, actually. The 20 got real loose out of turn 2. Almost came down, it looked like, and hit the 14.
He might have gotten the wall there off of 2 as well. Lost a lot of momentum.
So Jacob looks a little tight running that high side. Entering 3 a couple laps ago, and now coming off of 2. He touches the wall slightly. These guys pump the tire pressures up, and the cars do go faster, but they also get tighter.
Our buddy there in the 12th back on pit road. He just actually got off of pit road. The 12th Chewy.
He's got to be playing some kind of strategy, hoping a caution can come out, and then he'll stay out. Maybe it's about the best he can hope for at this point.
Did we get a lag spike up here at the front? Because we have a completely disjointed field here, guys.
Yeah, they just started racing, and then they got back in line again. Here, they're just doing this right here. They kind of separate on the straightaways, and then somebody tries to make a move. I don't know if it was a lag spike or just the way they're kind of maneuvering through and around each other. Long Run the Sauce has been the anchor on this line for basically the entire stage. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's strong at these tracks. I've seen him in the past. His first start in our old league in Midnight was at Talladega, and he won it. So, not with.
I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what he's waiting for. However, I will say he's probably praying for a caution. He's waiting for these guys to stuff it up and to pick up some spots off of that and then go for it.
Well, hope isn't a strategy. You gotta do something, make some moves. We're coming down, and we're under 20 to go for sure. I think we're find out here in a little bit.
Yeah, Taddy's about to cross the line. He just did.
I'll give me a half dozen more seconds, and I'll let you know. 15. We're at 15 to go now. If they come back, it'll be 14 to go. So yeah, you got teammates 1, 2, a Ford, third or fourth, and then there's your first Hendrick's car, and then Joe Gibbs' car right behind him. But 2 guys up front are going to be working together, and that's going to be tough to get around.
I'm going to tell you who is actively praying for a caution is the 4 of Draven and the 2 of Kelvin. They lost the draft right on this restart.
Chewy as well. He's the only car a lap down of them right now.
So hey, I was just looking at the YouTube chat, and Edward, if you're still watching there, I know we're friends on PlayStation. I recognize your PS4 name. You're interested to join, and that'd be great. I mean, we can hook you up. You'd be a little info. Most likely you'll be running in the ARCA series here a little earlier in the night. So it usually starts at 8 Eastern. But you're showing interest, I can reach out to you, and we can get something set up for that. So, but yeah, thanks for the interest and watching the views in the comments. Keep them coming.
I don't know what it is, and it's like they're on custom setups because the 48 just cannot seem to catch the 14. There's just this bubble in between them for the last little lap and a half or so.
It's really weird. I'm not accustomed to this kind of racing. I'm not sure what is going on with this server tonight, first of all. Second of all, I can't believe the field is not all over each other.
Well, they don't seem to have any runs on each other. And you know what? These 2 guys that run the high side in the corner, for lack of a better term, it's ballsy because you have the entire pack behind you running the fastest lane, and you go up to shake the draft. It seems to be working.
These guys must just be saving it at ridiculous rates. I know.
I wonder how close they are. They got 4 laps on Taddy's fuel. So they're
going to have to pit.
Yeah, they have to pit. Maybe they're organizing to get together to pit. You see all the Hendrick guys are kind of now all together. 48's by himself in front of them. And you have to get off pit road together. The guys can pit together, and God forbid there's no speeding penalties. You know, if somebody has a 16.2 and the other guy has 15.9, now they're almost a half a second apart from each other. That could be a problem getting off pit road.
Okay, so I see it in our admin chat. Chase is saying that they're saving for sure.
Yeah, he says that in our chat, but Taddy has 4 laps left. Maybe so they can take a half a tank, and that's the plan.
Not really sure.
That's got to be. I mean, that's got to be it. If you're saving fuel and you still have to pit, it's got to be to the point where they want to only have to take a half a tank or less, and then they can get out in front of the field, and you know, all bets are off.
I would love some intel on what's going on with the 11, because the 11 and the 9 are struggling.
I'm going back to Taddy's stream. Check out the chat, because our friend is sending us another message. Yeah, Taddy is, we went all the way to the back of the pack now. Boar's coming off pit road. He's a lap down.
Yeah, our Cobra COO, Chase Beatty, yeah, he's watching the stream for work. So you know that guy is all jacked up. But yeah, he's putting messages in our Cobra admin chat.
He's our Larry Mac, man. It's Chase McReynolds.
Right.
We gotta.
Yeah, he's breaking down pit strategies and stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I think we might start seeing some pit stops here, because they split the fuel run. Yeah, one lap of fuel left on Patty. He's got to be coming in.
Yeah, it's just those two though. That's not great for them. They did get on there just fine. No speeding penalty for either of them.
We should also mention the last time they had the pits, maybe guys didn't take full tanks then. We don't know exactly. So like Taddy and his team, they could have been taking less fuel. Well, now we got guys pitting this lap. It looks like 21-14, Mike G, Blakey T, they're going to be pitting.
So we got 11 guys watching the stream here. You guys out there in YouTube land, you know, throw some comments out there. Who you think's going to win this race tonight?
No tire stop for the 42 and 8.
Yeah, let us know who you guys are pulling for. Who do you think's going to win? Who's going to be the boldest pit strategy here? So shoot some comments out there, guys.
Oh my goodness! Did you guys just catch what happened? Blakey T signaled with Mike G that he was pitting and decided not to. He has left him all by himself.
I mean, they're not teammates. They just drive for the same manufacturer, but you gotta win. You gotta win somehow, so.
I'm gonna tell you what, though. That's really tough luck. That's really tough luck for Mike G. But he probably could have seen this coming, and the reason why, Wasted is already out, his teammate. You have Kelvin and Chewy, his other two teammates, that are already lost the draft, so he was the only car.
Well, Mike G's coming off of pit road, and the 8 and the 42 and the 19 are actually together, and they're at full speed. And I'm watching on the stream, and they're about to blow by him on the inside of turn 1 and 2. They might catch him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Nobody can make it to the end, is the report from our crew chief, Chase Beatty, Chase McReynolds. We have the 14 on pit lane now. Nobody's going to be able to make it the rest of the way, supposedly.
I think we're going to have most of the field coming in right here. Most of the remaining field. Which is the Litsum guys as well as the Gorilla guys. And they're all in the same chat. They're also going to have Marini with them right here.
Yeah, the 19's coming down, the 48. The 18's trying to slow down. He gets in there.
Wow. I don't know if they all made it.
Everybody pit. The 2 is out by himself. He never got back together with the 4. So they're not going to really be a factor as they come around. The entire field.
Oh my God.
So you believe these guys are just taking gas and go?
Yeah, so no tire stops. If you take tires, you're dead.
So looking at the YouTube chat there, Wasted put in there the old message saying, he says, not me. He said, when I asked who they think was going to race, he says, not me. He lagged out.
Who lagged out?
Wasted. So.
Oh, no.
Wasted is one of our more crazier, entertaining guys that we have in this league. This guy has never had a dull moment in our Discord.
6 to go.
I believe it's the 42 out front.
There's 6 to go.
Is the 42 out front?
The 48 is the leader. That means the 19 is in second.
Have they not pitted? They must have not pitted yet.
No, I believe they pit because they might have pit earlier, honestly, because I don't think we saw them pit.
No, I'm pretty sure they... Did they just not... Did everybody else have to take some form of tire? They might have had to take some form of tire here.
You're right, because we don't know where they were at after that last pit stop. We know that Taddy didn't take... a lot of them didn't take tires, but I'm not sure who might have. The 48's the leader. The 19's in second. The 21 is a lap down. But Mopile Celtics is in third. Aqua Taddy's in fourth. Mike G's in fifth. And JTR Jacobs is in sixth. Oh, wait,
but the 21 is a lap down?
Yeah, so maybe you're right. Maybe they didn't pit. But we know the 8 pit. We know the 42 pit.
Thomas in YouTube saying no way they pitted.
No, Mike G's not a lap down. These guys all pit. These guys all pitted. Because Mike G's not a lap down. He's in fifth place.
That's what I was thinking.
4 to go. This is your battle.
Yeah, and so you have, let's reset here. We got the 48 of Drunk Fest, the reigning Xfinity Series champion in Cobra, looking for a cup win here. I believe he has one from a season ago, having split some time. He is trying to be this year's Austin Cindric, and he's got a league veteran right behind him. They're in the same chat, so going to be curious to see if the 19 tries to make a move. But what you have going on right here behind them,
that second group's going to catch them.
Oh, I don't know. Someone's lagging or wrecking. The blue and white car got real out of shape in front of them.
Maybe Taddy, because what's happened is the 42 of Celtics is now all by himself there in that third spot. Taddy's back there with Mike G, fourth and fifth. You got Jacob there in sixth. And I believe it's going to be seventh belonging to Mike and eighth belonging to Sauce. Is that what I'm looking at here?
I think you're right. Sharp is up there. Sharp and Big Jim are up there ahead of these guys.
Let me check and see what's going on here. So, okay, so...
He's getting past. Taddy's going around his teammate for third. 42's by himself. He's going to get in behind this line now. So Taddy's in third place. Mike G's in fourth. Gator Jacobs is in fifth.
They got enough time to catch them top first two cars.
They got, I don't know. They don't seem to be. He's second and a half right now. I think that's 2 to go right here.
Yeah, the comment in the chat was saying that the 19 and 48... They pitted a lap before the rest of the big pack.
Yeah.
So they came down one lap before the rest of the groups.
I don't think we saw them pit because I thought I saw the 48 in that massive pit when everybody came in. But
that's what I thought too.
But I didn't remember seeing the 19, so that's why.
Oh, they're catching them now. They're catching them for sure now.
Now they got the draft. Now they caught the draft from Pete Cola, and their gap is.
Are we coming to the white?
This is coming to the white.
Oh, snap.
We got a car in the grass on the front straightaway. Who is that? Is that the 12? That's the 12 of Chewy. We got Chaos coming here.
Oh, here we go.
Drunk goes to the high side. Is he going to be able to manage this?
Off by a lap. That was it.
That was it?
Oh, they come in one lap short. That would have been an interest if that was a white flag.
Drunk is your winner. Pete Cola Gators in second. Third is Aqua Taddy. Fourth, Mike G. Fifth, stop strolling, Taddy. Go back up.
Should be Celtics.
Fifth is Gator Jacob. Sixth is Celtics. Seventh is Dash for Cash. And eighth is Blakey T. Ninth is Mike Marini. And Big Jim rounds up the top 10.
You're telling me the 3 of Dash for Cash finished in the top 10?
Yes. We saw him on pit road, right?
Yes.
He was
He's
running
been
the
on.
entire time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was one of those glitch moments that occurs. We would have had to leave the room and come back, but yeah, he was running. He wasn't lagged out.
Okay,
Wow, that's crazy.
So if Butters, if you remember that last year when I broadcast some races, I gave some the driver of the race for guys that rebounded from a lot or just really impressed.
Yeah.
I want to do that again, so I want to get Jacob in here too. I'm going to give that to him.
Okay, if we get, I know that P. Cola and Draven should be in the chat. I'm not sure about Jacob.
It should be P. Cola and Drunk, not Draven.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, my apologies. Yeah, we'll get those 4 guys in here quick. We want to chat. I'll see if I can get a hold of Jacob and have him join the party. Clay, just hold on 1 second here. I'm trying to get. He ain't gonna be able to hear you guys. Perfect. No, I didn't get to him. If you got him, that's totally awesome.
Yeah, I added him to the chat, right? Because I didn't talk to him, but I added him to the chat.
Well, we got Taddy in here. We can start with Taddy. Clay, take it away.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so Taddy, you were my pick to win tonight. I know how good you are on plate tracks, and I know how good you are at taking runs. You sat at the back of the pack, it felt like, all night trying to make runs, and nobody would really go with you. You finally got connected there with your teammate in Celtics, and fortunately for me on my screen, it looked to me like Dash for Cash had glitched out of the game. So I had no idea he was there with y'all, but I know Clashin had a rough night, and he for sure glitched out. But tell me about your night. You come home third.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad night. Obviously, get used to working with guys. When Clashing lagged out right up the gate, we were that short. And then, it was pretty early in the race. We noticed that the Toyotas and the Hendricks were barely working together, letting each other in. 8-car team. It is what it is, right? Anyways, I got into Chewy earlier in the race, so we kind of made the Penske group mad. We got retribution there at one point. It is what it is, right? But at the end, we had Mike G. Unfortunately, Celtics lagged about 3 times or so, kept backing up that second group. We still had a good run. We almost got to him, but Celtics, I think, one less lag, and we would have been there and ended up with the dub there.
Brink, Taddy, you got anything for Brink? Butters, y'all got anything for Taddy?
I was just going to say, your whole pit strategy there was just... Did everybody take tires at that last pit stop, or were some guys kind of, struggling on their tires?
So we went to pit road. I had about 45% or so on the rights. Of course, I got my tires all the way up to 60. I can't say for anybody else, right? But I actually think some people got some speeding penalties, right? Like my group, all we took was I think one bullet 6-second stop. We got out. Dash was a little slower, so we had back up to him. And then when we did, we were pretty quick. And honestly, I don't know what happened. It looked like whoever the 20 car was and Mike G, they tried blocking us when we come around them and stuff. But yeah, as far as pit strategy is concerned, I don't know if anybody took tires, but it looked low on your screen. You know your percentage, under 50%, people start getting nervous. So right sides may have affected them as well.
Well, good stuff. And way to get the podium tonight.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, I just want to give a big shout out, Taddy. Congratulations, buddy. Impressive run again, like usual from you, and That's all I got for you, buddy. But like I said, hell of a run.
I appreciate it, buddy, and thank you guys for being up here in the broadcast.
I appreciate you being able to run on your GC Sports channel. So great job by everybody.
And yeah, thanks, Taddy. Good run tonight, man.
So it looks like looks like Pete Cola has joined.
Yeah, that's our second place finisher, Pete Cola, and every time I broadcast, I swear, it doesn't matter what league it is, you always finish second. Another second place finish. Man, tell me about your night. You kind of ran about middle of the lead pack all night. Kind of just waited for the right time. You had alliances in a bunch of different places. You come home second. Run me through your night. Did y'all take no tires or no? What? How did you guys get out in front like that?
We got real close because we were watching Taddy and them drafting and trying to catch up to you guys. But once I don't know, they just had to let Wasted catch back up to the draft. But they weren't catching you for a second. They weren't catching you. They were just maintaining. And then all of a sudden, once they sniffed your draft, they started to get real quick. And they were a half a straight away from getting you guys. But yeah, man, bridesmaiding it up again. I see. We actually mentioned you. Yeah, true. Well, look, yeah, you were strong and you played it right. So good job getting that second place, silver medal. Right, get the stage win.
Well, based on your history with me in the broadcast booth, that probably means that you're gonna finish second just about every single week, which might win you the championship. So. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Gator Labonte. Sorry, not Gator, GTR.
Hey, P, I just want to say, great job, bro, man. Another impressive race by you. It was fun watching you out there all day. You were up front. Most of you were always battling up there. Yeah, you had to lead there for a while, and just unfortunately, it didn't work out again for you. But yeah, a hell of a run, buddy.
And that brings us to our winner.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, got to be happy for this. This is a teammate of mine over at Lost in the Sauce Motorsports. Drunk, did you have the power of Dale Earnhardt and Jimmy Johnson in you? Because as the paint scheme you ran tonight, you kept it out front for quite some time. You fell back a couple times, as did basically everybody. But I know you put a ton of prep into this. The reigning Xfinity Series champ starts it off by winning in the Cup Series. Are you Austin Cindric or what?
I was happy to knock that first Cup win out. 95% of the time, that's the most stressful race I've ever been a part of. Just gas saving, trying to hit numbers. And like he said, me and Cola were at the same fuel. We ran out coming to the line. But we worked good together and made it work. I don't know what happened with everybody in our group on pits, but we made it happen. Yeah, more or less. More or less in their own way. A couple different ways there.
Brink, Butters, anything for?
Hey, I just want to say congratulations, Drunk. Another impressive run by you, buddy. I also want to just pass on a note here. It looks like my phone straightens out. Chase Beatty, the other co-owner here at Cobra, he says, tell Drunk a hell of a job. He says, Sauce, him, and P are the only ones that did strategy right. So yeah, he just wanted to give you guys a shout out, let you guys know that he was watching. He said it's a pretty wild race, and good job by all.
Yeah, good job,
Appreciate
Drunk
it.
Fest.
Yeah, it was, like I said, all fuel saving. Yep.
Right, it was you're a rookie, right? So you Austin Cindric this season. Good job.
And, well, I ran my, 3 cut races last year.
That's true. So you're 2 for 2.
That'll work.
Well, good job, man. Yeah,
Well,
you did,
last year's
you did the strategy right.
last year's Xfinity champion came up the Cup, and he proves that
Right.
he's going to be a powerhouse this year.
Now, if he's anything like Austin Cindric, he's going to fall way off here now the next few weeks.
I probably will.
No, not drunk. Drunks are. You keep it rolling,
but
drunk.
you're good, man. We know you're bad fast, and you did a great job here at Daytona. Because we all know it's a crapshoot, so you just got to get yourself in position, and you did that. And good job, Gator. You guys working together there.
Oh yeah, and you add
but
fuel
look,
mileage into it. Makes
Your
it 10 times
team
worse.
owner is here, so congratulations, Sauce, on winning as an owner. Your first
For the
race.
second year in a row
Yeah.
in Cup. Higgy won it last year.
Litz Motorsports is undefeated at Daytona.
There's the owner.
Gas, they're undefeated at Talladega, so just sweep the plate tracks.
There's a few words from
and-
our winner's owner here tonight. Joined us.
Oh yeah, great race though. But I just want to give a big GTR baby for the teamwork and getting one of our teams to win tonight.
Sauce, I want to specifically ask you about your night. You basically hung out at the back of the pack. I know you spent one stage all by yourself after getting up into the wall and basically nosing it into the wall and destroying the car. But in the last stage there, you kind of kept it towards the back of the pack. What was the strategy there? I know you were caught up behind Sharp. Not sure if Sharp had some lag going on here tonight, but what was the
early on I
deal?
got lagged into a couple times in wreck, but it happened. So I just hung out, tried to save some gas, but ultimately, just glad that Drunk Fest got up there and got the win for the team tonight. Really doesn't matter for me at this point. We got a team win.
Well,
I
it
just wanted
looks
to
like.
congratulate
Oh, go ahead.
congratulate my driver on the win, and thank you guys for the broadcast and all that y'all do.
No doubt, man.
Hey, no
Good
doubt.
times, good race. You guys did good.
So it was good that Sauce actually jumped in here, gave us a little perspective, having that fourth guy in the booth, just because unfortunately Jacob has logged off already. He messaged me, so. But yeah, we got Sauce in, and that's something we're gonna try to do every week. Broadcaster Clay says he wants to bring in one extra guy, just someone that's impressed, or that's like kind of driver of the race, kind of a guy that started out rough and had a good finish.
Or has a story to tell, maybe.
And has a story to tell, so.
Yeah, so that was going to be Jacob. It ended up being Sauce, but I do want to congratulate Jacob on a strong run tonight. We talked about it in the booth. He's kind of a quiet guy, kind of just rides, kind of bides his time a little bit. Had a rough season last year looking for a rebound, and I believe he rebounded to a top 5 or top 6 or something like that. So good run for Jacob. If you're listening to that, there's a shout-out for you, bud.
Well, what do you guys think? We call it a night. You guys have anything before we go? We'll cut it off and enjoy the start of our weekend.
Honestly, if you're watching this video live, if you're watching it later on, you're stumbling upon it, it's going to be a pretty interesting and decently long season through the summer. So keep it here, Friday nights. You'll check it, hit the bell, subscribe. You're not going to be sorry. If you like racing, this is good racing.
We're headed for Atlanta next week, aren't we?
Correct.
Right. Old Atlanta. You can't call
Old
it
Atlanta.
Old
not really
Atlanta.
Atlanta anymore. It's Old Atlanta. But these guys are going to run it nearly like they run it now.
You got
So
anything,
that'll be a
Clay?
great race. That'll be a really great race.
Anything, Clay, before we say goodnight?
Yeah, just keep it right here. we had all kinds of racing going on tonight. So just keep it here.
Well, all right, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Week 1 of Cobra E-Racing Series comes to a wrap. Like I said, join us next week as we hit the Atlanta Motor Speedway with the Cup, Xfinity, and the ARCA guys. Like I said, in the ARCA broadcast, join us at 8 Eastern over on Cobra E-Racing Series on YouTube. And also the Xfinity race will run at the same time here on GC Sports, so you have opportunity, if you're able to have 2 races going at one time, and then we'll be back here at 8:30 or 9:30 for the Cup race. So till then, guys, everybody enjoy their weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have a safe week coming up, and then we'll see you then. Thank you. There you